let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, Sierra, you trying to rush being in the signing on the divorce papers. You already engaged to Theo. You thinking this gonna work out for you for the better. You don't realize you already had what I think you remember. You and Theo had a thing once upon a time. It didn't work out. It wouldn't work out. So now you trying again because you think Ben is the old serial killer. So you don't want no parts of him. Last time I checked, if somebody don't sign divorce papers, you can wait them out, and you can force them to get the divorce from you no matter what. See, you fast tracking trying to get this divorce from being trying to marry Theo, it's not going to be nothing good for your psyche. Like, that is going to go wrong for you in so many ways. I just hope you're ready for the fall. Now, last time I checked, you and Theo was just friends. Now you come back to town because they throwing Lonnie a surprise party for her 1 year anniversary. You come into town trying to force me to sign these divorce papers because you already engaged to Theo. Besides waiting him out, you decides to go over there and harass him. So is he a killer now, or was he a killer later? Because the last time I checked, if he what you thought he was, or you say he is, why are you alone in the room with him, in his apartment with him? See, you got to pick and choose your battle, Sierra. And you obvious want to pick your own grave and pick your own plot. You trying to force me to divorce you so you can marry Theo, knowing that's not going to work out for you. You just going on the limb. You don't want to be married to Ben. Oh, you don't want to be married to the necktie killer. So you're trying to get the divorce from Ben. You trying to marry Theo. You already engaged to him because you already took that step. Naive Theo probably behind all of this, and probably the one that's proposing to you. You're probably not proposing to him, more than likely, because when he was in town, um you might be behind this. Who knows at this point? One of y'all behind this, and it ain't gonna end well for neither one of y'all. So I don't know who quite behind it. I think Theo might be behind it, and you might be edging it on or egging it on, going along with it just cause. But Sierra, this fall is gonna be so hard for you, baby. You calling this man a necktie killer, he a murderer, but you in the same room with him, forcing this man, trying to beg this man for this divorce because you don't remember that was once your husband, was still your husband. You trying to hurry up and get a divorce from him so you can marry Theo, an ex you once had that didn't work out the way you thought it was going to work out because Claire always interfered. So now you want a second round. Now you calling yourself hurrying up and marrying him for what reason? I'm not understanding why you want to rush this thing with Theo. You don't remember being, all you remember is the accident. It's obvious you don't remember your history, and Theo not going to tell you. He's not going to tell you at all. So, see, I think it's kind of both of y'all. I think you might be egging it on a whole lot, and Theo, being his naive self, going along with it. You know, you saying you want this, he agreeing with you. Just like when y'all was in town together, and you was in the hospital, and you didn't want to be nowhere near Ben, and basically, he going on like, we just friends, we just friends, we just friends, and you trying to be more with Theo. He going along with the plan, trying to keep you away from Big Bad Ben, and you probably egging it on, and he probably not telling you, we tried this before, it didn't work out quite as we thought it was going to work out. But I see, or I would say, Sierra the one that's egging this on the most. Theo going along with it with his naive self. So, you know what, Theo and Sierra, y'all good with each other. Like I said, Sierra, you really was sincere about this whole thing. All you gotta do is wait a year or two, and out of forced being, you ain't got to worry about being signing nothing. All you got to do is just go ahead. Your divorce will be nulled and gone. Have you ever heard of the 1 or 2 year plan? If somebody don't want to sign the papers, they have a year or two before basically being here is forced. Basically, you can get the divorce, or you can go to a judge and force his hand. Either way, but you don't want to do none of that. You want this man to sign these papers for some reason. I don't know why. When all you got to do is wait. It's almost a year already in, or somewhere near there, or close to a year or whatever. Why don't you go ahead? No, it haven't been a year yet. But you can wait a year or two. It won't hurt you none. Why the sudden rush? You so excited to be engaged to Theo, you just got to make this man sign these papers. Oh, okay. Well, when you do get your memory back, let's just say it might be a little bit too late for you. I wasn't here for the whole Claire and Ben, but if Ben and Claire happen to get together, you know what? At all means, go ahead and do it, Ben. I wasn't quite here for it. I said, nah, this will be another Ben and Sierra mess fighting over another man. You know what? They look good together. So, Ben, if you and Claire happen to get close, go ahead with it. I don't think you're going to get that close with her because she tried to kiss you, or you basically backed away from her because you still in love with Sierra. But that just like she trying to force you to get this divorce, trying to hurry up and get this divorce like it's gonna matter. And another thing, if he do sign them papers, you know that also take time for that to be filed and sealed and over with, right? So either way, you still got to wait, Sierra. So what's the sudden rush? What you in a rush to do, Sierra? Either way you turn your situation, even though you try to put Ben in the worst light possible and do get a judge to sign off on these papers, you still got to wait. And now still another 3 to 6 months, maybe a year for a divorce. Sometimes divorces go on for, well, a divorce go for a year or two. So what's the point of being signing the papers? You're still gonna have to wait. So I'm not understanding the rush, but your funeral, I guess, your funeral. Like I said, Ben, if you want to go ahead and move on with Claire, go right on here. Basically, she forcing your hand, and I think that was very unnecessary for her to come in town with Theo. And basically, she come to harass you before you went swimming in the lake and y'all saw that body, what I get to in a few minutes. I got to get to Paulina first. But before then, you saw her sitting there. Then you happen to come home. She ain't there waiting on you on the bed, trying to force you to sign some divorce papers. So Sierra, have fun, I guess. Claire and Ben, if y'all happen to strike up a flame, Ben, if you happen to forget about Sierra, just move on at this point. Basically, she wants something she knows she shouldn't be having or want or need, but some reason she want to try it again with Theo, thinking it's going to be better for her. She ain't got no memory of you, and do you, Ben? That's all I'm going to say. Do you until she remember you again, and you know y'all can get back together. At this point, do you? Won't nobody blame you. She don't remember you. She freaks out around you. Basically, she's signing you to sign on the divorce papers. Basically, she forcing your hand. So, if you want to be happy at this point, Ben, do you? Because she doing her obviously. She in South Africa up here getting engaged. So, she doing her and don't remember you. It'll take a moment for you to forget about her, but Ben, do you at this point? That's all I got to say about that. Now, Paulina, I really want to do this video Wednesday, but I said, nah, there's more coming up with Paulina this week, and I'm kind of glad I waited. So, A, you're about to get played. You realize that once you read them papers, cause Paulina ain't discreet at all. Neither is the people that's trying to destroy the Horton Town Square. Ain't none of y'all discreet whatsoever. Don't none of y'all. Like, that was so rude and disrespectful. Like, that man could have handled that a whole lot better than what he handled it. He come busting up in there. Pauline the prize! Pauline the prize! Pauline the prize! Oh, she right here. Sign these papers. They need to be done they need to be done right now. If you want this done, you got to be done right now. Not knowing that your daughter Chanel also heard the man say they finna do the demo today, right now, at this instant. You didn't hear nothing. You didn't think they heard that, but your daughter heard that. Abe, you was smart enough to snatch them papers out of her hand, but Abe, even though the guilt is killing her, even though Lonnie didn't warn her, don't play with my dad, be open and honest with my dad. The talk he had with Lonnie, when Abe told Lonnie, she told me she haven't had a date in a while now. I'm her first in a long time. Lonnie said, no, that isn't true. She told me she went to Miami to break it off with whatever man she was dating to date you. And it started thinking about that, and then it also popped up while he was sitting up there looking at the mess that was going on between Pauline and that demo man. He thought about that. He realized now that you either playing with me, you doing something behind my back, or you hiding something from me. So at that point, Abe, I guess to stop himself from looking even more foolish, he decided to check out those papers that you were so anxious for you to get and to hide from everybody. But you don't know that man in the hard hat basically told on you. That was basically a clear sign when the man came in whole uniform and hard hat. He basically told on you that something strange is happening. Besides focusing on Lonnie and Eli party, let's focus on you. Why is this man so interesting? And why this man all of a sudden now want you to sign these papers? You said after the 4th of July, you told on yourself, whether you know it or not, when that man came in there, and then you trying to hurry up and rush that man out of there. You basically told on yourself and put a neon sign on you that you was really hiding something. Then on top of it, the whole week, your guilt is eating you alive. Your conscience is getting to you. Your daughter really looking forward to this opportunity to run her own company, right along with Allie. You basically finna crush this girl's dream before it even gets started, because you got these people thinking that you finna build a whole new town square with businesses and black businesses on and LGBTQ friendly, all that you didn't lie to these people all this time. Now that they realize you're hiding something, and now that Abe basically told on you that you trying to demo all of the Horton Town Square, you ain't building nothing but one building, and that building, and then you had the audacity and the nerve to change the name of these people once beloved town or Times Square, and there's something. How did you think you were going to keep this going, Pauline? Like, I don't get how they just now catching on to you and your lies. And Abe, as much as I feel sorry for you that she playing you like this, I really don't feel sorry for you at all. You let this woman come into town, sweep you off your feet, lie to you, backstab you, wasn't honest with you from the jump. She told you what she was going to do. Common sense would have told you, let me see the blueprints, let me see what you're doing. You should have been there and fed, watching her as this going on. But you decided to trust an outsider with your town, not knowing what her evil little plans was, and why you I don't think y'all gonna stop her in time, cause once that paper signed, that man really ain't got to listen to Abe. He ain't got to listen to Eli. Like, that man can go ahead and take the wrecking ball right on through the Horton Town Square, and can't none of y'all stop him. I think Abe might be able to stop him. But Eli, you better move your head out the way from that wrecking ball. Might come knock you across your head. Other than that, yeah, she gonna get exactly what she want. And Abe, you got to suck this one up, buddy, because you let this woman come into town and basically you were slobbering out the mouth when you first met her, find out who her connection is, found out that was your daughter's auntie. You've been smitten with this woman ever since you met her, not knowing that she's a backstabber and a snake, not knowing that she was playing you this whole entire time. She likes you, but business is business. She trying to get her money. She can play you and use you. And basically use you and use her filament wiles on you any way she can. And basically she did that. See now, Abe, you got to be careful who you lay with and who you sleep with and who you do business with. Cause she ain't gonna be the next or the last person to ever get you like that and use you like that. Now this is gonna fall back on you, A, for not paying enough attention and not realizing that this woman been wanting you, been wanting a sexual relationship with you. She basically got it, played you, used you, basically to destroy your good city and turn it into whatever she want to turn it into because you weren't paying enough attention. You ain't been in the office, mayor office, police office. You ain't been doing your job ever since. So it's kind of on you, Abe, to catch the fraud and realize who the real ones and who the fake ones. This woman played you like a fiddle. And basically looked like she finna get away with it. She already did knock down the flag. Oh, them people were so rude. Like, y'all see this plaque mean a whole lot to these people in this town. Now, I said maybe Eli catch the little plaque with Alice and I forgot the man's name. Alice and damn. I forgot the man's name. You would thought he would have caught the plaque, cause them are basically his, relatives. You know he probably grandparents or whatever they are. You would have thought he would have caught the plague. Now you seen the man getting the nail trying to take the thing apart. You just gonna let the thing fall on the ground. Now knowing how much this little precious part of the town mean to everybody, you couldn't have broke your neck trying to catch that plague. Now what if that thing would have felt the wrong way and would have shattered into pieces? Then what, Eli? Like I said, Abe, I don't feel sorry for you, not one bit. She basically played you like any other rich person would play you and manipulate you. You basically fell hook, line, and sinker. She do care for you, Abe, but business is business. She want the business. You done gave her basically what she wanted. You see how she going around like a high school kid. Oh, we had sex. Oh, we had a sleepover. Oh, you don't mind that we had having a sleepover. Like Chanel said, it's weird. I agree with Chanel. Lonnie can't really say too much. That's her aunt and that's her dad. What can she really say, really? She ain't got no choice but to deal with it. What can she say? She don't like it. She thought that was going to make each other happy. She didn't realize that her auntie is a backstabber and a snake. Now you see lying while your mama told you not to accept nothing from this woman. You see now what your mama was trying to protect you from. Because if she'll do this to somebody else's city and somebody else's state, what else would she? What won't she do to you? Ask for that check for your children tuition, your college, your kids' college education. Tear that check up and get rid of it immediately. It was a good idea. It was a nice gesture, but if y'all forgive her, y'all crazy. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I mean, really. I thought she was gonna at least get caught. She didn't get caught to the end. I want to see y'all try to stop this demo, though. I'm dying and waiting to see how y'all gonna stop this demo. If y'all gonna stop it. Cause you can't arrest them. She didn't sign. She basically didn't sign her death warrant. So if them people decide to tell y'all to get out the way, y'all don't get out the way. Y'all don't decide to duck. Y'all don't decide to duck down before the ball come knock y'all out. I mean, she got you, Abe. It's just gonna be hard for you. You're gonna take an L on this one. You better hope you can explain this to the good people of Salem. How you let a rich woman come into town, play you, manipulate you, and all this, and at the end of it all, she managed to get what she want and sleep with you. Hey, good luck explaining this to your people. The same people that kept you in office all these years. Not only had the crime rate been out of control, now you got a rich billionaire coming into town, playing with your mayor hard, sleeping with your mayor, using and manipulating your mayor. Now she done destroyed y'all whole town square, and Abe sat here and basically let her do it under his nose. I'm done. The drug lord, the drug mule, Xander, and Dr. Snyder. Gwen, Gwen, I done told you Xander is nobody friend at all. The fact that you was, well, I get it. You was uncomfortable. This was your first, well, this was your second and a half murder. Cause your grandmother, Abigail grandmother, that slipped and fall and hit her desk, that could be on your head or not. This is an actual murder, even though y'all didn't really. Well, Xander actually held the knife to that man, and basically made that man go into cardiac arrest, and basically made that man have a heart attack, and basically left that man for. You get the idea. Anyways, though, Gwen, normal reaction. Xander, while I think you'll pull the trigger, while I think you will actually go away, you actually would do it, I don't think you got the capacity or the brain capacity to do it and actually call yourself get rid of the body. I don't. Gwen had every right to be outraged, shocked, scared, all of that. She learned that the hard way when Trip, Ben, Claire, and Allie find a body in the water. This fool said he put rocks inside the pockets, thinking this was going to hold the body underwater and wouldn't nobody discover this body. This fool know that during the spring and summer, they go to that same lake to go swim and have 4th of July parties and all that. So he decided to dump that deal. This the man you trust, Gwen. You should have been well. You tried to. You asked him. He didn't want to tell you. He told you it's best for you not to know. So at this point, y'all both screwed. However, Xander, I will say, is a smooth criminal. Any charge that man ever been charged with and or been in jail for, he have managed to get out what more than just a slap on the wrist. You was lucky with Abigail's grandmother, your grandmother, to not be in prison right now for what you done. This might be the one that's going to get you. Jack can only protect you for so long. And now that Eli done got the story from Trip that basically he saw Dr. Snyder and Gwen in a heated argument, and it was uncomfortable. And once they get the full details that basically you was a drug mule for him, and basically what happened, that simple little heart attack gonna turn into a murder charge, and that murder charge that basically gonna turn to somebody gonna have to be charged for it, because a knucklehead with muscles decided to put rocks into a body in some pockets and thought that was gonna suffice enough. Not, I guess he never heard of a high tide. Never mind. You get the idea. But anyways, though, Gwen, you put your eggs in the wrong basket. Not only that, you was about to kiss him before you got that knock on that dome. So I don't feel too sorry for you at all. You get what you deserve at this point. Moving right along to Chad. Oh, the Damaras. The Damaras, the Damaras, the Damaras. Y'all people are something else. As much as I love seeing y'all, I love seeing all the crazy parts of y'all, all the good side of y'all. Jake, you giving that up and going ahead and moving on with your life is your best bet. Because you see how they operate, you see how they work, you see when it involves the mayor and the president in that chair, they'd best push you out there in traffic and have you get hit by a car for you not to have that position. So you realize how fake and phony they are and how they'll do all this just to take over a chair. So you don't want no parts of it. I think Gabby will be down with it for the most part. I think. But Gabby ain't finna give up her good life for you. I don't. I see her talking you back and going back to the Mara mansion. Have you doing whatever job EJ and Chad can find for you or whatever. But I wouldn't hold my breath. I just go on back and be a mechanic or whatever. If I was you, I wouldn't deal with the Damaras if I was you. But that's your choice. I'm pretty sure Gabby gonna force you to be a Damara, even though you don't want no parts of it. Now the Chad and EJ in this position. See why Kate helped one of y'all get this position. Only one considering the seed. The other one got to sit second fiddle to the first one. While y'all was trying to get Jake out, which y'all succeeded thanks to Kate, y'all now fighting over who's gonna get that seat now. Chad, you knew for sure you was gonna get that chair, not realizing EJ not gonna play second fiddle to you. You might be one of Stefano's child, but he think he's the true Damara. EJ think he stands superior over all y'all. You're not gonna get that chair, Chad. You see how he called you out on all your flaws, Abigail, your marriage, cheating, and all that carrying on. You see how he just threw that in your face? Yeah, I was on the same side, but he threw that in your face, telling you should focus on your wife and not worry about the mirror. Let me run the mirror. So there's gonna be a whole lot of backstabbing and a whole lot of arguing over that chair. Chad, let EJ have that chair. I can say from watching as long as I have, EJ do run the mirror smoothly. Chad, I ain't got that faith in you. You better let Gabby in, Jake come, your marriage, your whole, your family life, your marriage, all that went to you know where because you want to run the mirror, because you want to run the mirror the way you want to run the mirror. You didn't want to do the backside of the mirror, meaning the illegal stuff. You want to run the mirror the right way. EJ ain't gonna be down with none of that. And if you think for 1 second that's gonna stay that way with EJ running to him, you delusional than I thought. Give it up, Chad. Let EJ have that. You should be focusing on your wife and your kids and making sure you still got a marriage when Abigail do come back home. Because she can go and pretend like she gonna come back to you, and she can change that just like that and leave you. And nobody wouldn't blame her. So, Chad, you got bigger fish to fry than the Mara Enterprises and I see. You really do. And you really should give it up because you done ran there, you done done that, you done it poorly, you done it horribly. Uh, you lucky there's a Demera still to be there after you done got done running it. So let EJ have that. Let him have it. He wanted, let him have it. One of y'all got to find y'all maturity in one of y'all brains and use it. All this over a seat at our family company. We want to be the head of the table. A title that y'all willing to backstab and do whatever y'all got to do just to get that title. It's sad. It's really is. But I guess y'all got to whatever. Okay, I'm glad you came clean. I'm glad you confessed. I'm glad you told him it was a hoax. You ain't blind. You got your memory back. You ain't have no short of memory. I'm glad you came clean. Basically, Kate was spying on y'all when you didn't realize she was spying on you and giving her kisses and all this. Basically, she took the rug from under your legs and basically you basically let her because Gabrielle putting that much pressure on you to choose her over Kate. Kate got tired of it and told you she ain't blind and basically told you she did this because she wanted to hurt you even though her feelings was in it, but she was trying to hurt you and she said y'all deserve each other and you deserve to be basically jobless at this point, and I don't know how you jobless at this point. Basically, she wasn't complaining when you weren't running the mirror. Now she want to use that as a bad thing that you're not dealing with the mirror in their antics and fighting over a chair. She want to use that as a bad thing, and now she want to be a part of the mirror now that EJ running it, where EJ and Chad running it. Okay, whatever. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Happy 4th of July to y'all. And I'll catch y'all later. Bye.